So we're looking at the best cams in FC24. We've streaked the list to really top end performers and a few people that I think will get an upgrade very soon. We've just finished off the Euros and also the Copa America. Team of the tournament is here and Footies is the next promo. So we are about to see a huge either up in ratings, which to be honest, I don't know how high they can truly go, but we've got a lot of 98s, a lot of 97s, even some 99s, which normally they really gatekeep until Footies. And I get a lot of the 99s are either they've managed to get there through Make Your Marks, or they've managed to win the Euros, or obviously the Copa America, so Argentina and Spain. So there is a lot of good players to get in here. Let's get a base rating here. I think when we look at the Jude Bellingham sort of side of this, we've got the 3 different cards here because I think he's just incredible in every version. I think he works really well. I personally play him as more of a box-to-box, but I can see why people would play him as that cam. You could definitely have him as kind of like the attacking midfielder, but having 2 more defensive, less box-to-box players and just have him free roaming in that entire position. His obvious 98 is coming in at 3 million coins. We've got 1.1 for his 97 and 675 for his team of the year. Now they're all within 1 rating of each other, so 96 to 98 is the 2, but then you've got the 97 in the middle. Now all of them have added a play style plus each one. We've had the technical power shot into the technical pinged pass anticipate into the anticipate acrobatic, fair enough, first touch and finesse shot. Now definitely with that last one, very much more on the attacking style. I love the finesse shot. He's going to be able to get the shots off outside of box, and with the stats it's just a magnificent upgrade. Now I do think when we look at the overall of them, I would personally go his 98 and his 97 in the S+. I think that's quite an easy one for me, and I'd go for the 96 in the S category instead, purely on the fact that I just think in terms of the difference between them, that double play style plus is so much more of a hindrance in comparison to the team of the season and the also team of the tournament. If you're looking for coins to improve your team, head over to lootbar.gg for the most reliable and also the best coins around. Also, they have incredible 24-hour manual customer service that you physically cannot find anywhere else. But before finishing on lootbar.gg, make sure you are using JT11 to get 8% off coupon. Once you've gone through the payment, you'll be able to get your coins within the next 24 hours, absolutely guaranteed. Also, with the code, you'll be able to get 5% more coins on every transaction. Make sure you do click the link either in the description or down in the comment section below. But then on the same breath with the Bellingham debate, you've obviously got a few players that could do with the upgrade. We're looking at somebody like, if we go a bit further down, where did I just see them? Like a Cherokee, for instance. It's been a while for him. Even Odegaard now. To some extent Dybala, but I must admit Dybala's still a very good option in himself. But when we look at the likes of a Cherokee or an Odegaard, they are very good for the rating that they are currently. Like if you took a 94 Cherokee, then you are still looking at a very good card for when he came out. The only problem now is we have superseded that by a massive landslide. Like Cherokee in himself, 117,000, 5-5, which is nice. Not the greatest playstyle pluses. Incisive's nice. Technical will do, and Trickster for me is just a bit useless. But we could now do with the upgrade for him. Same with Odegaard, to be fair as well. He's looking at Incisive, Finesse, and Tiki-Taka. So the actual playstyle plus is not bad. But the card itself, in comparison to the likes of a 98 De Bruyne now, even De Bruyne having more pace is just exceptional. But 99 on the passing, 97 dribbling, even the 92 defending and physical as well. It's a fantastic card that is obviously coming in at a more premium price than what Odegaard will, but he's still only 1 million coins, which is just absolutely nuts to see. That's a card that more than likely a few months back would have been a fair few million. Now only 1 mil, with the time potentially giving him a lower rate as well once we get into Footies and things start coming back, we get best batch, or it depends on how they're actually going to do it. It'll be very interesting to see where the prices do drop. I do think De Bruyne has put himself absolutely up there with this card as well. And it isn't the easiest thing with these cams because a lot of them are pretty much up there, like an Olmo. 5-5, he's obviously taken that one step further with the semi-final of the Euros, managing to get that upgrade, and then alongside getting himself into that 98 is incredible for him. But I do think when we look at the stats on all of them, you look even like a Havertz, 96 pace versus the 99. Granted, Havertz shooting a little bit less than everybody else, but you look at it 94, 97, 96, then the passing 94, 99, 98, 97. The stats are all absolutely up there. Whereas I think as a Cam, Havertz has found his position at left back this year. I don't understand it. They've done one change with a shapeshifter, and that is just changed the course of this card entirely. He is so much better as a left back. It is unbelievable, especially when we've got so many top end cams as well. Even then, you throw in a cheeky Musiala. Incredible card, and it's very hard to rate these underneath each other because I think they all are very, very similar. Maybe, yes, the only thing you could debate is the playstyle pluses, having quick step technical, even though it's very good for a certain running type. Say, for instance, you need to get out of a certain scenario, but technical would work rather than the quick step, or vice versa. You've got both of them to go with, but I never really find myself that crazy in a position where I'm like, I need a technical or something. The likes of kind of the lower path to glories and make your marks would be the likes of Charles. I think, to be honest, is probably one of the only ones. Maybe Szoboszlai as well, that would come in as the lower sort of cards, purely because they just didn't get any further, really. It's a shame they didn't, well, I suppose they did need to go quite far, because they needed to play the 5 games, which would have been at least the quarterfinals. They didn't have to win the quarterfinals, but they had to play from day one. From the first group stage, they had to play the 3 games, win the round of 16, and get into the quarterfinals. So not every team's going to do that. We look at the likes of Goulet, we look at Xavi Simons, and a lovely Palmer here. All of them, again, incredible in themselves. Most of them having the technical, which is just hilarious. We've got dead ball on quite a few, to be fair. You've got, obviously, Szoboszlai. You've got yourself, De Bruyne's got it. Then you've also got Palmer having it as well. Then you've more than likely got a finesse or a power shot or both. Travella. Rapid Plus is always a big fan favourite of mine. It's why Xavi Simons is just absolute golden in this. And then also you've got the likes of the Travella, or potentially a first touch. Maybe even a press proven, but that seems to be more onto the strikers. Now, if I was looking in each individual position for these, I must admit I'd probably go with Xavi Simons 1-up, purely on that Rapid Plus. I think it makes the world of difference for him, and to be honest, I'd probably go Palmer. Goulet is incredible for the price that you paid for him. He's unbelievable, but I just think he needed that shooting as well. He's got the technical, the incisive, and the long ball pass, but the shooting game is what I need a bit more of. The finesse is going to be perfect there, whereas I think Xavi Simons is more the ball carrier, and then Palmer's kind of that shooting dynamic cam. Most likely kind of like a Bellingham, like a De Bruyne. He can pass it, but his shooting is just as good as well. I'd probably go the same for McAllister. I think he is just so much better than I gave him credit for at the start. Once he started getting the upgrades and really getting up there, I'm like, okay, he's got something he could give. 98 rated now, incredible attacking stats, maxed on the dribbling, nearly maxed on the passing, same as the shooting, and incredible pace as well. He is most definitely is a card that is worth looking at. 1.50 in terms of coins, 4.5 as well, and then obviously you've got yourself all of the stats that I did recommend. Now, obviously, people are going to go with the anchor just to box him out more, because you could go with a complete box-to-box there and be absolutely fine. You add that anchor, the lowest stat on this card is 97. That is outrageous. Like, that is an outrageous card right there. So that one for me is just one of them ones that goes under the radar and is a definite look at there. I would say Ronaldinho obviously puts himself up this top category. And then from there, ooh, I'd have to go Zidane and Zico as well. There's no way that them two don't get up into this top category. I think that's just virtually impossible, because they are incredible. Now, I know a lot of people like Pele, and I think as a striker he might be a little bit different, but I don't think he's top category in comparison to all these. He needs the upgrade. I guarantee he'll be the first name on that sheet for a footies icon. Guaranteed. He's not had anything since. R9's had it. Garrincha's obviously now got a new one. Ronaldinho's had the upgrade. Zico has. Pele, Socrates will be getting the upgrade. Guaranteed. So it won't be for long. Then we have the likes of Bobby Charlton. I feel like he's good in the game. I must admit, I've enjoyed Zico more, if I'm being brutal with him. I think he's up there, but not quite in the top end for me. Bernardo Silva definitely is. As a free card, that is an easy one. It's a shame they didn't get any further for the free aspect of this card, but I mean, he's just brilliant altogether. I think he's a wonderful cam. The only thing that I'm kind of like, I'm not feeling with him, the anticipate's great for a midfielder, 100%, but when you want him to play very much an attacking role, 99 dribbling, 98 passing, 94 pace and shooting, I don't need him to defend. I'll have defenders behind him. I kind of like him up top getting the shots. A finesse wouldn't have gone amiss there. So just an extra one. Same with Bruno. think he's absolutely unreal. I don't know how he managed to get in here. I think he did okay. I feel like a lot of people are overcritical. Yeah, overcritical on him. I mean, he didn't do a lot, but I agree that he shouldn't be in team of the tournament. But I don't think he was incredibly bad. Like, I think these two did what they can with the tools that were given, really. I think is a fair example. I felt like both of them were really trying to drag it out the mud, and it just didn't happen, unfortunately. But I do think both cards are incredible in themselves. We obviously have got like an Eze here. I think he's a fantastic showdown. And then we kind of go Lo Celso, yeah, definitely up here. I think, other than that, Hadji, I missed him. He's absolutely up there. For the price that you pay for him as well, he's one of them ones that just took the upgrade and went with it. Million coins, dead ball plus, we just have to have a dead ball on him. Finesse, technical, incisive, good stats across the board. Obviously not necessarily more defending, but very much on that attacking role going forward. We look at the likes of Socrates, of Seedorf. Seedorf's a brilliant option. It's a shame that the card itself just wasn't out long enough. We had 14 days, or 13 technical days from his release for every one of them greats of the game. It just wasn't enough time, in my opinion. I think they really messed up with that. I understand that they wanted to finish it off before footies so that then they can just go straight through it, but I just think for the cards that you're bringing out that you knew that were going to be millions, why only 13 days? Just make it the 6 weeks. It really, like, Bon Pastor's still there. We've got Bon Pastor now for like the next, I think it's a few weeks, isn't it? 18 days. We've got him for 18 days. So if she can come out and be there for weeks, why on earth we haven't got any of the greats of the game? Like, even Perlo's still there for 9 days. Why? So it clearly can't be a footage thing unless they thought a promo was ending somewhere or they've released the wrong day. Just makes no sense to me. But I do think he's a good card. I'd go in the S category. Socrates, I'd drop down one more. I wasn't a big fan with Royce, to be honest. I thought he was good, but not necessarily incredible. Schneider will be getting an upgrade. I guarantee he gets a footies. He's got to. Rui Costa, to be honest with him, I really didn't like him. I just feel he's so sluggish on the ball. It's unbelievable. And I'd say with Foden, I'd be looking more towards the end card now. I definitely was waiting for a Festival of Football card for him, but I can imagine, again, he's going to be caught up in that lovely footies. So that is going to be the list for you today. Let me know down below if you've got any of the cams in there. Have you got any lovely evolutions? They're the ones that I want to try and get into next year. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.